Well, hey guys, I am Lauren with the Smarter Creative, and I am here today to talk all things Dubsado portal, how to make it look cool, where to put it for your clients to find it, how to make sure it is on and working, and some tricks and things to avoid. You can see the timestamps down below if there are specifics inside of like the portal that you have questions on. I went ahead and told you where we're talking about, what parts of the portal and when, and I also have a freebie at the end for you, so be sure to tune in and watch for all things Dubsado portal. All right, so let's go through our portal settings. So up at the top here we have settings, portal. Okay, now there's a couple of things that happens. You have welcome to your client portal, this project label override, if you have a specific logo for the portal that's different than your base logo, and then we have some color options and banner options and the embed code. Now what I'm going to do first is take this, copy it, and show you what it looks like. So right here is our client portal login that we can share with people. I'm going to go ahead and put in my test account. And show you what it looks like once they're signed in. So here we have the logo that I have just as like my base sample logo. I have the black bar pulled on for my coloring. This wording is from there, and that is what it looks like. So if we go back, all right, so what I want to do is actually not have the welcome message, not even have the logo up top, and then I'm going to upload my own banners. So the portal banner up top is for your desktop and I think most tablets, and then below is going to be the mobile one. So below I have a PDF with a checklist and the actual measurements of it, but I'm going to upload my desktop portal banner. And my mobile one. Let's go ahead and save it. If we go back into the portal, my graphics have changed up top. You can already see I am too low for this view, and it shifts based on the size of the screen. So you're always going to lose the graphics to the right side. So I have that logo there. It's just going to cut it off, and then eventually it gets to the dimension where it flips then to my mobile sizing, and because that is my mobile logo up top. All right, so I updated the graphics, and now nothing gets cut off based on the size. Perfect. So what happens is you can, up at the top, change the word for projects, and that is going to be here. Let's say you have you're a photographer and all you do is shoots. You could say like photo shoots, and then here it would have the name of the project, and it could be like photo shoot from February 14th, photo shoot, whatever it is that those projects are named inside of Dubsado. You can see it, and when you click inside of it, you're going to have all the information to it, and your client can also see all the emails that they've had with you, and their portal information, and they can actually hit the gear box and change their information here, and it will override what you have inside of Dubsado. Typically here in the home screen, if there are any schedulers that need to be scheduled, it will show up here. If there's any forms that need to be filled out, it will show up here. And then inside of the projects, you're actually going to have anything that has been shared with the client and maybe they filled it out. Any invoices will be here. Any unpaid invoices will be here. Let me go ahead and show you the inside of a current client inside of my personal Dubsado instead of this sample one. All right, so now for my client portal, I actually have it embedded inside of my website. So that little embed code that you get on the portal settings, it's actually the full embed code here. And I'm going to do I have a friend. So my contact information is here. You have the number of unread emails if you were to see that, any incomplete forms and open invoices. And currently there is nothing I have with them that is needed. I changed this to documents and instead of projects. So I have the different projects I've done with them and you can jump to it and see the different work that's been done. So inside of this project, I have an appointment that was scheduled, an open invoice, the actual contract that was signed, and then the documents that have been shared with them. So one of my favorite things about Dubsado is from the client end, everything can be completely white labeled. So nothing Dubsado actually shows up if you do everything that you need to. So under settings, under domain names, here is a custom URL mapping. And this is where you're actually going to name your portal or your client or whatever here. And you're going to follow these instructions to do it. I have all of my like scene name things done through GoDaddy and it was super easy to set up. You might need to reach out to Dubsado using this little chat function if you are having any issues. Also, make sure you fill out the metadata. So the page title and description, that's what shows up like right here. The page title. You also have a favicon you can drop in. You want to make sure it's your logo. And then even a preview image. So if you were to text the portal link directly to someone or even text an invoice link, and you know how like in an iMessage, the image shows up, that can be whatever you want it to be. So those settings you want to make sure is all set up and it will be completely branded to you. So like I said, the embed codes you have either just a direct link, which once I were to do my URL mapping, I'm not going to do it here, this is my test account, but it would be, my other one is portal.thesmartercreative.com and then everything here. But this portal embed code is what you drop into your HTML on your website. So let's look at my website here. At the very bottom, I have my client portal link. Let's say someone was just couldn't find their emails or whatever, they needed to Google me and they needed access. They could come right here and log into their client portal. I just have a header image here and then I have that URL. Once you put your email in, a new window is going to pop up directly into the portal. And so that new window pops up and then you can see my custom mapping here. And then my website is still open there. So now let's look at how we are going to share the portal with your clients and a couple things you have to do. So I'm going to come into our workflows and I have a sample workflow from Dubsado, which is great for illustrative purposes. Move me. All right. So in this sample workflow, you have the full lead process to completion of the project. So once the intake questionnaire gets filled out, after the invoice is paid in full, because this has a proposal that goes out. And then as soon as the questionnaire goes out, it's filled out, the portal is activated. So this step is activate the portal, and then you can have whatever the trigger is. I like to do it either after contract signed or after the invoice is paid, or the part of the invoice is paid. It'll activate the portal. Your portal will not be automatically turned on for your client. You have to turn it on. If you wanted to turn it on inside of their project directly, like manually, you would do it here under portal, and you can either, mine's already activated, but you could deactivate it or activate it and then set a password. You can always change it here. If you do not set a password, the client email will be the username and the password automatically. Honestly, I think that's pretty easy to do unless a client says, hey, can you change my password? But there's not a lot of, I think most people aren't sharing a lot of super sensitive information with your invoices and forms and things. So I typically just leave it where it automatically uses the email for the password. And then it's one less step for me to go in and change it. And then the sample workflow here has this send email of the client's portal welcome and onboarding. Now, this is huge. Thank clients for working with you and introduce them to the portal. Dubsado has a couple quick links here. They have client portal link and client password. You can add those using the smart field link, and you have a portal link and a portal password link. You want to make sure you send both of those links to your client for them to see. I also like including it when I send out an invoice, saying, hey, here's your invoice to pay. Also, as a reminder, you can see all invoices at your portal, and then give them access to their portal with their portal password again, in case they don't remember it. It's fine. And then here it has like next steps for them to take. I have also seen it done where you can actually do like a form that goes out that has all their portal information, and where to find things, and like a video walkthrough of the portal. But I would say the portal is pretty simple, that I don't think it needs a video walkthrough, but maybe yours is set up in such a way that it does. One other thing I like to add to this workflow is I like to send the form, and I like to send my W9. So I have under my forms on my Smarter Creative, I have a questionnaire, and all it does is it has my header, and it has a link to my W9, and automatically share it with your clients. I'm going to go ahead and drop in my W9, just the PDF for it right here. Add it. Lovely. And now in my workflow, I can add an action. I'm going to send a form. Form template to send is going to be my W9 PDF. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it to the portal. And then I'm going to do that after the portal has been activated. So they do not get an email that it's there. It's just there sitting for them, waiting for them. And maybe in my welcome email, if I know they're going to need it, I can say like, hey, my W9 is in your portal, but I know it's there and I sent it to them. Your W9, at least in the States, is if you're doing work as a contractor for over X number of dollars. I think it's like $400 or $500. I don't know. But you just want it there for tax purposes. I hope you found that so helpful. There is so much that the portal can do and how you can use it, and it just serves your client. So I have a portal checklist for you. Down below, you can find a link to get it. It's a PDF. It has everything you need to know for your portal to be set up to the best it certainly can be. And I also have a link to a Canva doc for you to be able to put your own graphics together for your portal. And I have a couple different options in there for your own portal image. So check that out. If you have any questions about the portal, drop them below. If Dubsado is still like super overwhelming for you and you're just trying to piecemeal it together, I do VIP days with Dubsado and I do full build outs as well. So schedule a clarity call with me. I would love to work with you. I would love to make sure your system is working just the way you need it to, and to just take some of the time and energy, mental energy, off of your plate and put that together for you. Again, I am Lauren with the Smarter Creative. I'm helping creative business owners work smarter, not harder inside of their business, to get time back, to get mental energy back, and use the systems that are out there to work for their business. So if that is you, I'm so glad you're here. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, turn the bell on. I'm putting videos out every week to help you. And if there's something specific you want me to talk about inside of Dubsado, I'd love to know what you're curious about, what you're wanting to learn about, and I would love to make a video just for you. So I will see you guys next week.